St. Mary's is offering kids the 3 to 5 age range education to help give them a leg up that they might not have normally had. Their minds are like a sponge. They're developing so quickly at that age, and if you don't get to them and offer them that education and help them like they do at St. Mary's with the Reggio philosophy that they do so well at, then they might not have that advantage.
What we're doing is getting them ready for a life of positive education, for them to have a great K through 12 experience after they leave us, for them to feel loved and safe at school, and for them to know that their teachers are there for them, that they have, friends in that space. And so when they leave us and go to kindergarten, they're ready to accept that learning and they're to start on a positive trajectory of education for the rest of their lives.
St. Mary's is serving children in poverty, and we want these kids to flourish in our community. And in order to have them attend the school, it's on a scholarship many times. And so we need your help. We need to raise funds to help these kids be the best they can be.
When you invest in St. Mary's, you are investing directly into the lives of 150 to 200 children every year that we directly impact. You would have no way of impacting those kids directly without St. Mary's. So the impact they have on that child's life creates a ripple effect. And then next year we have 200 more that come in, and that creates another ripple effect. So that's what you're investing in, is an improvement in the community by a direct investment in improving the lives of these kids.
St. Mary's is providing not the best in the city, not the best in the state, but the best in the world curriculum for preschool development. It is so amazing to see how the Reggio curriculum has been picked up across the country, but it's just an improvement on the basic preschool experience for young people, and St. Mary's now provides that.
The Reggio Emilia approach is based on problem solving, creative thinking outside the box. So we aren't sitting down doing worksheets. We aren't, sitting quietly, crisscross applesauce. We let children be children, and we let them learn in the way that children do, which is active learning.
I really love it. Every time I go in, there's multiple stations. It's not like he's going in and he's forced to pick something, or he has to do this because that's what we're working on right now. It's always like, do you want to paint? Do you want to look at the fish? Do you want to read a book? And that's pretty good for a toddler, because sometimes he may want to do something, but if that's his only choice, he's going to say no.
The kids determine what they learn, and the teachers are so hands-on, and they encourage the kids. I couldn't be more grateful for it, and I'm sure a lot of other families are very grateful for it.
We know that children who are in poverty, if something doesn't happen along the way, they will enter school behind. And coming to St. Mary's, they will be offered opportunities for reading, writing, every preschool skill you could think of. But most importantly, they'll be offered social, emotional opportunities here. Opportunities to just grow and learn.
It's really awesome. I'm a big fan of family. Family is my number one, children, faith, God. So it all works together right here, St. Mary's.
Yeah, everyone that I've come into contact with at St. Mary's are just dedicated. They're very committed, to the mission of St. Mary's. I'm a firm believer that you couldn't do this work unless you were called to do it.
It's been almost a year since I have left a really domestic situation. And it was an adjustment, especially financially for me. And when we got through with everything and I kind of found a direction I need to go in, this place was so supportive for me. And when we didn't have a safe place at home, this place was a safe place. And I knew I could drop my son off and he would be okay. They were the constant when everything else was really crazy.
When you look at the children at St. Mary's, I really feel the way I do about grandchildren. You look at your grandchildren and you realize you have a short time and a moment that you can affect a time you're not going to see. And the children at St. Mary's are like all our kids.
I think it's important for us to honor every child. And there's some children, if we didn't give them this opportunity, if they didn't have the gift of a St. Mary's scholarship, then they might be at home in an unstimulating environment or perhaps a harmful environment where instead they can come here and be safe and blossom and have a world of potential available to them. It is worth your time, your money, your investment, because you are changing the life of a child. There it goes. It is life-changing, and it's your part in making the world a better place.
Thank you.